Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do 5 thrift flips, pretty easy to do. You're going to spend more time letting the paint dry and the glue dry than you will completing the projects. And on some of the projects I am going to use IOD products, which are the Ephemeral Melange transfer pack, the Lock and Key mold set. I use it with some air dry clay, and the IOD Antiquities stamp set. So let's get started. All right, here are a few of the items that I'm going to start with that I picked up at the thrift store. And for the first project, it's going to be this metal hanger. I'm just going to give it a quick coat of spray paint because it's kind of a dark bronze, and I'm just going to spray paint it black. And I also got this little tart tin and a wooden finial that I just glued together. I'm going to give those a quick coat of spray paint too, of black paint. And then I'm just going to simply use my E6000 glue and glue it to this glass globe that I got from a pendant light. I'm just going to glue that on, and then that one will be done. Now I'm just going to take the sifter and the bowl and give them a coat of white chalk paint, and then I'll take the bowl and I will just use one of the stamps from the Antiquities stamp set, and I will just stamp on the front of it, covering up those pineapples that were on it to begin with. Now when I stamp, I do always keep one hand on the stamp and then just move the other hand so your stamp doesn't slide around. The next one is the sifter. I'm giving it a coat of paint. It doesn't work. The sifter doesn't work, so I'm just gonna paint it, and then I'm gonna use one of the transfers and just use the little plastic stick that they give with you, and it's just a rub-on transfer. You just hold it in place and rub it till it releases from the backer paper. And then you want to just take the plastic paper that it came on, and then just burnish over your image to make sure it's adhered well. Now this next one, I'm going to take the molds and some air dry clay, and I'm just going to put the clay in it and smooth it out so you fill it all in, and then just lift the mold out. And then I'm just going to use some of the Type Bond Quick and Thick glue and glue it onto this Ray Dunn canister where it says crunch, because it's not a smooth surface there, so I'm going to use that to kind of cover it up and hide the words. Now I'm just going to give it a couple of coats of paint so it all blends in. And then I will use another stamp from the Antiquities stamp set and stamp the image on the top of that. I like to use the StazOn ink because it does really well when you stamp on ceramic surfaces and such. Now this next one is this chair I got at the thrift store for $3.99. It was a solid wood. It was in, really good shape as far as the sturdiness of it. So I'm just going to put a couple of coats of the white chalk paint on it, and then I will paint on a couple of stripes on it, and then I am going to use a stencil on it from the Jamie Ray Vintage stencil set. I think it's called grain sack, mini grain sacks, I think. I'm not quite sure on that. I have to look that up. I also used one of the Antiquities stamps and stamped on the top front of the chair back. I am going to kind of sand it a little bit to kind of rough it up a bit because it'll get a beating from people sitting on it. And here are all the finished projects. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you would, and thank you for watching.